Good morning, Aborn family, and welcome to a beautiful Friday morning. It is Friday, October 8th, 2021. It is 10/8/2021, and it is day 24. Please stand to salute our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in reciting our Aborn School Pledge. I respect myself. I respect others. I respect my school. I am ready to learn. Please be seated for the morning announcements. Today, we celebrate our first OWLS Students of the Week. So I want to congratulate everyone who is going to be honored today. Teachers, make sure that you announce your OWLS Student of the Week during morning meeting and that your student gets to wear the badge of honor for the day. Also, please complete the survey in the daily email. And at 2 o'clock, I will call all of our OWLS students to the front office for a small celebration. Mrs. Bannister will not be in her regular classes today. She is covering in room 11. Mrs. Dracopoulos is covering in room 4. And there will be no classes with Mrs. Hamillers today. She is out. We continue with National Hispanic Heritage Month and our series, Because of Them We Can, Por Ellos Si Podemos. This is the great Roberto Clemente. He was from Puerto Rico, and he was a professional baseball player for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it is said that he revolutionized the game. Roberto Clemente says, anytime you have an opportunity to make a difference in this world and you don't, then you are wasting your time on earth. Very profound. At the end of today's announcement, there's a 4-minute video about Roberto Clemente recently released by Major League Baseball Network. So if you choose to show that to your students, you may do so at the end of these announcements. With that, we move to our Tribond Challenge number 3. Here are your words for today. I think this is kind of an easy one, and it kind of fits with the theme for today's Because of Them We Can with Roberto Clemente. So that was a big hint. Here we go. Your 3 words are base, beach, foot. Again, base, beach, foot. What one word combines or links those 3? I will post the reveal today at 1 o'clock in Schoology. Don't forget, everyone, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And here is a little video on Roberto Clemente. Enjoy.
Oye, let's talk about roots. Now, you look for roots when you want to find out who you are, when you're curious about what came first that made everything else possible, when you want to find out how a great story came to be. And when you talk about the roots of baseball, you have to talk about Roberto Clemente. Maybe not the game itself, but the game we have today.
Batting third, playing right field, Roberto Clemente.
You want numbers? Oh, yeah, the numbers.
There she is. A double for Roberto.
4 batting titles, 15 All-Star games, 12 gold gloves.
Hard by Clemente with a tremendous sliding catch.
But with Clemente, it was so much more than that. Watch the old film, and you see an artist at work. An artist who painted with his bat, and his glove, his legs, and that unbelievable right arm.
Roberto Clemente feels the ball and displays his rifle arm.
He's going to try for third. It may be close. He's out.
Greatest right fielder in the game of baseball, Roberto Clemente.
Like any great artist, his work just looked a little different than everybody else's. And with Clemente, that work was absolutely connected to where he came from. There were only a handful of big leaguers from Puerto Rico in 1955, and it wasn't easy being Latino in baseball, or black on top of it. But Clemente wouldn't let himself be stopped. He led not just with his huge talent, but with his pride and his passion. And that made him a pioneer. He was a leader for other Latinos. And more than that, he saw the game as just the start of what he could do for people. His people. The people he played for.
From the first day, I said to myself, I am from the minority group. I'm from the poor people. I represent the poor people. I represent the common people of America.
When the world thinks of Roberto Clemente now, we can only see him as a young man. And when we celebrate him on a day like today, it's like we also mourn his loss all over again.
Pittsburgh Pirates outfielder Roberto Clemente headed up relief efforts in his native Puerto Rico for victims of the Nicaraguan earthquake. Late last night he was killed when a cargo plane that he was aboard crashed shortly after takeoff from San Juan. The governor of Puerto Rico has proclaimed 3 days of mourning for Clemente, who was a national hero on the island.
If they say a true hero gives up his life for others, it still doesn't seem right. Because Roberto should have been able to see what he made possible. Generations of players who've molded themselves in his image. Who've become some of the faces of the game that he transformed. At the roots of the story of baseball today, the reason this all was made possible is Roberto Clemente.
In Pittsburgh, they call him the Great One. This man has just impressed me so much that I'll never forget Clemente.
Remember him today. Recognize what he meant. And realize that the game wouldn't be anything close to what it is today without him.